Testament org blog 333.888. Trustee log. Let me see. The unmentioned. 1 to 7 laws of alchemy, or the 7 principles of alchemy. Well, actually, the 7 principles of alchemy. With the laws of alchemy extending to about 1 to 9. But that's not my system. I understudied to that system. I'm really at I'm really more so 0, 1 to 9. Uh, and this one really ain't my system either. But it's BK's. But he said he didn't get approved, and actually said gave his permission, gave me permission to post. So 0, 1 through 9 laws of nature. Just the list, you know, as alternative titles to lessons or articles of clauses, definition, the actual substance and the actual substance, or should I say lecture of the lesson. Say, number one, well, actually 0. Always start with yourself. Never forget where you come from. It took 2 to get you here. Those 2 represent 1. That 1 is you. Always start with yourself. If it wasn't you that did it, then you could say it was someone else. That's 0. 0. 1 is self-preservation. 2, self-definition. Let me see. Let me see. 3, identity of self. Self-identity. Self-identifying. While meanwhile being identified. 4, self-inventory. Between her wisdom is your saga of his logic, or vice versa. Between her wisdom is the saga of his logic. Self-control. Loyalty and limit. Privileges under prohibition. Preference. Prerogative. Self-control. Between the controller constant. Let me see. Comparison or contrast. Or constant or limitation. Self-discipline. It's stand-up priorities. Safety measures. Stand-up policies. Priorities of self. That's 6. self reinvention, to apply oneself. It's self-defined. It's the defined meaning of refining self, self converting self into refinement of self, or self refinement. Uh, Knowing for yourself, for one's own self, to define self as either first person, second person, third person, and anything past the second person with me is you're doing too much. But the fourth person is really anything past the fourth person in conversation or thought capacity or activity. You're really doing enough to see international and vice versa to the music national. You can pretty much see globalists, global politics and stuff. Uh, the motto, love living life. That's 7. 8, self, backslash family, another or others, and gender or just preference or prerogative. Your life will be what your life is. Your life is what you make your life to be. Today will be the same as yesterday if you let it. Or today will be the same as tomorrow if you don't create chances of change. Chances of change are both emotional, biological, and psychological. And there's a little bit of narcissism, sociology, between the norms of a woman's manic opinion and a man's psychotic nature. Life can go from left to right at any moment, as sociopathic means. If there's no toleration, then the pessimist becomes ominous. If there's toleration, the optimistic actually prevents the pessimist from becoming ominous, etc., etc. Degrees of treatment in between life and limit of existence. Coexist to coexist or to coexist is actually don't dream, don't wish, don't fantasize. Have an American dream. Have a goal is what that means. But don't dream, don't wish, don't fantasize. That's 8. 9, self-reverence. Be yourself, be true to self. Practice creativity, individuality. Be relevant, at least to yourself and your family at the most, or your employer, etc., etc. Stuff that I'm not mentioning because these degrees are, condensed. They're a bit old to I'm documenting them. But listen, relativity before relationship. Okay, I can dig it. And on reaching completion of that particular degree on the 9th, just beyond the cipher is the knowledge cipher. Now cipher, and 114th degree of just plus degree 114th degree. Now cipher, you just apply the universal laws. I'm just saying. And before this 0, 1 to 9, 7 laws of alchemy, the 1 to 10, well, actually, the 1 to 10 laws of alchemy, the 7 principles of alchemy, and then you want to say the 7 pillars of life, the 5 principles of Kwanzaa. You know, that's about it, man. You know, 5-day forecast and the 7-day theory. Uh, building blocks can go from 1 to 50. 2 type of builds: basic build, culture build. You know, plus degree lessons have advanced builds. Life lesson is a build based on global politics, national and international, or just right around the corner from your room, in the bathroom. You know, in the thing you do the most to the farthest corner of your thought capacities. 1.